Fuck.
No, no, Simmons. You've already started terribly.
My thumb slipped.
Wub, 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 wub.
That looks like the same spaceship that took off with Fenton. Well, I guess this means I'm invited on board.
Good night.
That guy just straight died.
Look how crazy their walk animation is now. It was like 2 frames before.
To be honest, most things in this game were 2 frames before. And they like spit and everything when they die. This so doesn't fit like the moon. It's like way more epic. Like if you were taking off on a journey to the moon and being chased by assholes and you were winning, yes, this would be appropriate.
Suit. Oh, if only I had a way to open this door.
Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, Jake did a pretty freaking good job on this theme. It's like you didn't change it too much, right?
Yeah. Look at all those like rats in these containers.
That's not a rat. That is a man duck. That is a duckman.
Fenton, get down from there and stop embarrassing yourself.
Mr. McDuck! Thank goodness you're here! I think those aliens wanted to suck out my brain and make an army of Fenton clones!
Bah, they'd soon learn that one of you is one too many. Now, help me find a security override so we can get to your Gizmo duck suit.
You mean this?
Security system disengaged.
Fenton, you're a
Wrong
genius.
Captain EO.
Gee,
Yeah, right.
Did you beat it? Oops.
Warning. Damage report.
You actually got to see
Artificial
Captain EO for the
gravity
first time the
system
last
is
time we
online.
went to Disneyland,
Yep.
too.
You're a
Fucking March.
nincompoop.
Isn't it fucking
You broke the
awesome?
gravity
It
controls.
actually is still pretty
Not to
cool in
worry.
my opinion.
I'll have it fixed in
I don't know. I feel it's a little bit of a mixed bag.
From Happy Duck University, you
Go
know.
to hell!
Oh, no, you
Wow,
don't.
no, it is.
You'll probably slam into
Like,
the self-destruct button, too.
Sometimes
I'll
it's
get it
really
done.
cool, and then sometimes it's just kind of like a little annoying. Some of the voices, but they're like really. They come from that total era, you know,
Yeah.
where characters had that kind of particular like attitude and voice on stuff. So
Yep.
it was kind of a throwback.
That's
Well,
why-
it wasn't really a throwback 'cause it was made back then, but
That's why characters like in,
Nice work, Mr. McDuck.
not Legend,
Now,
but
let's
the
go
other
get
puppet
my
movies by
Gizmo
Jim
duck
Henson,
suit.
No,
Dark
it's a
Crystal and
fast
stuff
yeah,
come
yeah.
off as pretty annoying as well
yeah.
now.
Gyro.
Well, I'll tell you one
I'll
thing
find
about
the Gizmo
Captain
duck
EO
suit
was
myself.
we went on it right after going on the redone Star Tours,
Yes.
and we got a pretty decent Star Tours. We didn't get like the best Star Tours.
Because, yeah, Star Tours now has a bunch of different options it gives
So
you.
we got like a pretty good one, you know. I'd say, you know, we ended on like the Rebel frigate.
I still haven't gotten Hawk, which I'm really
Jedi.
bummed out about.
So like, anyways, like we got a pretty good Star Tours thing. So it was like, okay, I saw the new Star Tours, what to do. But and that was 3D.
Yeah, that's all
Now you wear
redone.
3D fucking glasses on Star Tours, which is like, you know, bullshit and all that. But so, cause you know, it's supposed to be more like engrossing, of course, right? Well, we went on Captain EO afterwards, which was done on 70mm film with 3D, but like fucking 80s 3D, so it wasn't
Yeah.
like as quite as like, you know, I don't know, robust or as good
Deep.
or whatever. But I actually got more scared on Captain EO than anything in the new Star Tours when they crashed the ship.
Because it's actually real.
Because
Yeah.
it's a real 3D model. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's the camera zooming into a 3D big ass fucking model set they built.
Similar, yeah. The beginning of Captain EO when they crash and they like are going through this like junk, like mechanical city is very similar to flying in a cockpit of a Star Wars ship at the beginning of the first Star Wars movie. Or
Yeah,
Star
yeah.
Wars.
Well, it was kind of like Death Star Trenchy a bit.
Yeah,
you know,
Death Star Trench,
or
thank
just,
you.
You know, surface of the Death Star in general. But yeah, it was like to me it was like
It was made by the same
scarier.
fucking people.
Well, yeah, it was all Lucasfilm and Henson back then. But like, it just kind of, it was funny. Maybe it was because we were sitting in the front row of the new Star Tours, but like, even the minute when like Darth Vader came out and was like halt and like you
Yeah.
know caused the ship to halt and you know I'm sitting here looking at it like, this looks like shit.
This looks like shit.
I think I might have said that out loud, actually. I think it looks like shit. That was just like my first grumpy ass man impression of it. Like when you see all the stormtroopers run in and Vader's on the little floating platform, and it's like it's supposed to be like all scary and crazy, and I'm like, this looks like crap. It's like it's all fucking like CG.
It's all fake.
Well, like when they take off and shit, I'm like, it just looks like a fucking screensaver.
Yeah, I can agree with you in some points.
Well, actually, no, that wasn't it. Like, when you go into the ride, when you get in the first part of the inside of the line,
right?
And before it was just like a big digital thing that just said Endor taking off at this time, Hoth, shuttle departing now. Now they have like a quote-unquote fake window showing you the outside of the space station, and you see all the ships coming and going. But it looks like a fucking screensaver.
Yeah.
Just blown up onto a big screen. Like, it doesn't look anything fucking different than that. And to me, that kind of bums me out because it kind of ruins the.
I did like the practicality of the old Star Tours as well.
I don't know. The model ships on matte painting backgrounds looked so much better to me than any of the 3D dogfights or any of the dogfights in the.
And I wonder if it's like if you actually took somebody that grew up in the '90s, where, or maybe even the 2000s now, because holy crap, kids that were born in the year 2000 are now 13 years old. You ask them. What do you think about, old-looking Star Wars and new-looking Star Wars? Like, which one do you like better? I think they might actually say the new Star Wars are better because they have more detail,
Yeah, more shit going on.
More stuff going on, because that's kind of how things have evolved. Like, the more stuff you throw at people, the more money you get, generally. So that's why Transformers is popular. So they might actually think that the new one looks better. The other one looks old.
Maybe.
Getting old sucks.
Maybe, dude, but I had never seen Captain EO.
Yeah.
And it looked scarier to me crashing into that ship into the middle part than anything in the new Star Tours did. And I hadn't seen either yet.
Yeah.
It's just like the new, like I said, the new Star Tours was just like,
man.
It looks like.
At least the ride is fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's the fucking ride again. Or I mean, it's a fucking screensaver.
What are you doing here?
Because if you remember the old Star Tours...
I remember a lot of the old Star Tours.
It was freaky when you first got out of this... Like, when you crashed out of the space station and you dropped into space, and I was like, that was freaky as fuck. And then it was freaky as fuck going through that ice comet.
Yeah.
Just like the big
ice comet I remembered a lot.
And I remember being freaked the fuck out by that as a kid, and that wasn't even 3D.
No, it wasn't.
But it was a real fucking... whatever it was, clay or something, whatever it was made out of. But it looked like we were crashing into a big, giant fucking ice cube.
Yeah, I like the giant, like, very sharp ice comet, with, like, spikes everywhere and stuff like that, because else you'd make an ice comet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like practical effects. I think the practicality of the old Star Wars or Star Tours is really cool because it is all real shit. Like, how do they get the camera in here, and stuff like that. What is this Mega Man shit?
Gizmo Duck's wheel! I've always wondered what Gyro was thinking when he designed this thing. Who fights crime with a unicycle? Now just one more path to find and I can get off this.
Isn't Gizmo Duck in Mighty Ducks?
I don't think so.
They all looked like Gizmo Duck, though.
Well, they had like armor and shit on. They were like super hardcore badass 90s guys. Mighty Ducks came from like that weird sort of mid-90s era where they did like this last push to like copy the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Where like suddenly there was this weird explosion of like Ninja Turtle knockoffs like Street Sharks and fucking Biker Mice from Mars and
I remember that.
And like SWAT Cats. SWAT Cats.
I remember SWAT Cats.
SWAT Cats was awesome. But like, yeah, there was like, it came from that era where everyone was just trying to do like one last shot at fucking Ninja Turtles.
Like not Dynamic Duo, but like the quad characters where there's like 4 characters, Yeah, there's one show that I actually wasn't very much into as a kid either, or watched very much of at all. Besides, I guess the first and second movie was Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I don't think we missed anything by not seeing the third.
Yeah, right.
By all accounts, the third one was a piece of shit.
I think me watching the
dude, I saw
Nostalgia Critic review on it is enough.
I saw the fucking second one on TV not too long ago.
It's not bad.
No, it's fucking awful.
Is it? Oh man, I
It's
remember
terrible.
it being not bad.
Like, I watched it and I was like, this show fucking sucks. And I remember,
Which one was one that Shredder looked really fucking cool in? The first one?
I don't think Shredder looked like, I don't remember if Shredder dipped. I don't know if Shredder changed appearance as much between the first and second.
All I remember is that at the end of one of them, Shredder gets like all Hulk size from like ooze or something
That
like
was
that.
the 2.
And goes nuts. Yeah, I
Pretty
thought
sure
that
that
was
was in 2.
I thought that was pretty fucking awesome.
I'm not talking about that specifically, but like, dude, like when I was a kid, what happened was we were gonna go see that movie, and my dad was gonna take us, and I fell fucking asleep before we went, and he took my brother without me, and I woke up and I was like depressed, like almost, like just horribly manically like depressed about it, and like my dad took me back to a later showing to see Secret of the Ooze, and I watched that on TV, and I'm like, I feel so fucking bad for my dad now. I made him watch that piece of filth twice. Like, it's terrible. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, look back and I'm like, you know what, nostalgia, totally. Like, there's nothing good about this movie.
Nothing good. At all. Is that the last one?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you had to go back down into the right?
Fenton actually gets smarter when he wears this thing. Maybe I'm a wee bit too hard on the lad. Now that I've got all 3 parts, I can head back to Fenton and Gyro. I hope it's not too late.
It's never too late with this music, son.
Up I...
Nope, down you go. Yeah, guys, we just work here.
These guys look like they came straight out of like Toy Story or something like that.
This whole thing looks like the beginning of
Like
Toy
they
Story
belong
2.
with Buzz Lightyear.
Wasn't there like a Buzz Lightyear TV show, like Buzz Lightyear: A Star Command?
Well, I have no idea. I enjoyed Toy Story, but I didn't like latch onto it like a lot of people did. I just thought it was a good movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same way.
I think people that are younger than us, like by like 5-6 years maybe.
I saw Toy Story when it came out in theaters in like '95, and I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it.
You were over 10 years old by then. I mean, like kids that grew up with it when they were really young.
Under the back seat.
Maybe.
Would you mind getting
I like them. They're good movies. I just don't love them. But it's like, I don't know, I watch movies like, was it How to Train Your Dragon? And I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
And it's a kid's movie.
There's a great thread that was recently popped up on NeoGAF on Off Topic, and it was titled How to Train Your Dragon is the greatest animated movie ever made. And I'm like, it's really good. It's
I wouldn't go
really
that
good.
far.
Hey!
Would you just get on with it? Say your secret code word.
You know what I'd honestly say is one of the best animated movies ever made? And excluding Japanese animation for some reason. Let's just exclude Japanese animation because their animation style is a lot different.
And Miyazaki wins.
Yeah, and Miyazaki kind of like always wins. I'd say Prince of Egypt.
Oh yeah, it's up there.
Point me toward the offending blockade, so that I might deal justice upon it.
Cut the dramatics, would you, and
Jesus.
follow me.
Now they need to make a Mighty Ducks game.
Fenton? Gizmo Duck? Huh. They're gone. And all I could find was this $2 million bill. Oh well, back under the seat it goes.
Fucking Scrooge.
Oh, he's with you, that's cool. Oh wow. And he's useless.
Like killer.
He should have machine guns, man. Why doesn't he have machine guns? I think that's the point, is that he's useful but not that useful. Jesus, just get him already! I'd say don't rely on it, just keep going forward.
You really can't. Fuck me.
Screw you, buddy. He's just back there being an idiot.
This is the place. Gyro's calculation said the green cheese of longevity lies just beyond this door.
Step aside, citizen, whilst I blast the door asunder.
Oh, sweet.
How was that, Mr.
He's gonna miss his underwear later.
Well, the path is clear.
Yeah, he's freeballing it.
He's freeballing it now.
Glumgold, what are you doing here, you pernicious pilferer?
Why, same as you, Scroogey. Trying to corner a new segment of the dairy market.
Why, you... How did you find out about the green cheese?
Wouldn't you like to know? But thanks for saving me the trouble of blasting through that door on my own.
I'll stop him, Mr. McDuck! Halt, evildoer!
No, Gizmo Duck. I need you to help me deal with the... Beagle Boys. Bah!